Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it's like the last day before I go away for the Christmas holidays back to California. So I wanted to do one more trip around Waco looking at some of the beautiful Christmas lights. And so this is my last chance to do that. I found another neighborhood that kind of goes all out and does some really beautiful stuff. And so we're going to go look at that also today. Let's go. It's been a little rainy here today, and so everything's a little wet, but right now we're getting a little bit of a break in the weather, so let's go out and get this done before it gets rainy again. Now, this is kind of in a more of an upscale part of town, so, you know, I think what it looks like we're having here is maybe a little bit more like traditional lighting, fewer inflatables, and a little bit more organized and maybe, you know, formally set up. Like I said, the theme here seems to be more just like the white lights and fewer of the inflatables and, you know, some lit up angels and stuff like that. We got this nice little gazebo out here with Santa Claus in it. And now we've crossed the street into the poor part of town. Now we've moved from the $10 million houses to the $2 million houses. See, this is kind of what I mean when I talk about having a huge piece of property. It doesn't even have to be a huge house, just a little bit of property and some room to have a little fun with it. Now, this house is having a little bit more fun with some of the lighting, you know, different colors. We have some inflatables. They're projecting images on the side of the house. It's actually really pretty. And then they have this thing in the front, which is displaying different images, and I think it says Merry Christmas from time to time. Yeah, there's Merry Christmas coming across there. Pretty house. I like what they did with it. Big massive Christmas tree right there in the front window. Looks nice. There's another house that's really well decorated. As I was walking by this one, I was admiring this big, massive tree in the front yard. I love trees like that. Beautiful houses back here. Another beautiful house. Great property. Alright, so this is kind of the main street I wanted to show you today. This is Deerwood Drive, kind of on the west side of Waco, right near the lake. And obviously this is some sort of a homeowner association sponsored kind of thing, because every one of the houses have one of these stand-up deers in the front yard. It says Happy Holidays from whoever the family is. There's also kind of a theme going on with all of them here, because they're pretty much all just decorated with white lights. You see very, very few of the different color, multicolor lights here, and even fewer of the inflatables and that kind of stuff. Another beautiful house decorated with the white lights. Very nice. If you look up there close, you got like a little reindeer on the porch. But that's about as wild as they seem to get in this neighborhood. Another beautiful house. Another one of the stand-ups there. This one's, I guess, the Cokers. And I guess they also got the opportunity to have the outhouse in front of their place. Surprised they didn't put lights on that. Very beautiful, just with the natural illumination that they have on the house. And then they got the Christmas lights. That really adds to the effect. Now, I actually kind of thought this was a house on actually an adjacent block, but just turns out they're just way deep down in there, and they just got a driveway that goes down. That's kind of nice too, isolated from everything else. There's a few of these houses that are actually down a little bit of a hill. I actually kind of like that idea. This is another beautiful house. The Ogdens. This is a nicely decorated house too. Just kind of a traditional house to begin with. And they got real traditional lighting on it too. Very nice. Kind of a nice combination of LEDs and incandescent lights. And of course, look at some rope lights outlining things. Kind of nice. Oh yeah, they're big sports fans in this house apparently. Somebody's got a fire going in the fireplace. Smells really good right now. Looks like they got a Christmas party going on in that one. Nice manger scene out here. I am a huge fan of the multicolor lights, but there is a certain elegance that comes with the single color. Very nice. Really adds to these houses. Now, one of the things that kind of surprises me about this block versus the last one I went to is there just aren't any people out here. You know, when I was at the other place, you know, I was crossing paths with people the entire evening. Actually had people ruin my shot a few times because they'd walk right in front of the camera. I had to go and shoot something again. I haven't seen anybody out here. Kind of like I got the whole place to myself. Having a little fun with Santa Pig there. Nice snowman. Another manger scene. Merry Christmas, your name here. Yeah, that's right, this house is for sale. Another beautiful house. Yeah, this is a real beautiful house too. Guess they got a party going on tonight, so trying to keep the people out of the shot. So I think that's all I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed this. There's one more neighborhood in California that I want to hit that does something similar to this, and we'll go hit that in a few days when I'm back in California. So that's all I have for tonight. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.